Ooga fucking ooga cunts. It's the cunt stream tonight in this week in societal cancer. Of course, I'm joined by your fearless leader, Schmeckel, and Mr. Big Ass Ogre himself, Baracus.
One, your intro sucked. Two, I'm a fucking orc, you prick.
You're an ogre in
And
everyone's
it's the
eyes.
same goddamn thing, and I think orcs are supposed to be a lot thinner than you.
Oh.
Like 90% sure, Bruckus.
Can't prove that.
Clearly a fucking ogre or a troll or some of that shit.
Yeah, I thought you were an ogre this whole time. What's up, brother?
What the fuck is this Pewdiepie shit?
Oh, you mean the Twitch THOT, who is currently copyright claiming videos from small ass channels all the way up to the people the size of PewDiePie?
Yeah, that would be the one I'm talking about.
Her name is Alinity, and she was on a stream the other day reacting to PewDiePie's reaction of something with her. He was using an eye tracker, kind of, to throw a little spice on his video to show what his eyes go towards. And in her video, he's looking at her face, and then he starts looking off at thumbnails off to the side where there's a bunch of boobs and other things. And he just, is laughing about it. And he's like, these damn Twitch thoughts. Well, this Twitch THOT gets all angry and says, you know what? He said that word, I'm going to strike him. And she said strike.
He said thought. That's why she decided to strike him.
Yeah. Because she goes on to say that she wasn't going to strike his channel, which she means claim. She means a copyright claim, not a strike. She's just a moron. She went on to say that she wasn't going to claim it, but since he used the word thought, talking about her and other Twitch streamers, that this is the reason why she was going to go after his money, essentially. But the funny thing is, most of PewDiePie's videos get demonetized, so she wouldn't have made shit off of it anyways. So that was a good running joke between me and some friends who follow him closely. Is he gets yellow stamped every fucking video, so it doesn't really matter. It's just the precedent she's setting with this mindset, and that collab DRM company that she has as a management company or a copyright management company, and pushing the narrative of, oh, if I don't like you, I'm going to strike you, even though it's clearly fair use. Like, have you jumped in on this, Baracus? Have you seen any of the videos or any of the stuff going on Twitter about it?
No, not really. I've only ever just seen the two Philly D videos covering it. To be honest, when it comes to thoughts, I try not to pay too much attention, because what's the story other than fuck them?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But then you also have the mindset of, well, if she's going to be a thought, I think it's funny that you have all these people going after her. Like, if you look at her Twitter feed, people are just ripping her a new asshole. She went after the biggest creator on the platform, plus a bunch of small guys. What do you think you're going to get from people if you do that shit?
Yeah, I think it's pretty goddamn obvious that the internet has been a terrible fucking place for anyone. Doesn't matter who it is, for anyone. And that sometimes you are going to run into someone you might not like on the internet. You might say something that you don't particularly feel, is nice, and you're criticizing them pretty harshly. Well, get ready, because they're probably going to be a fuck ton of fucking followers of theirs that do not like what you just said about their favorite content creator, and they're going to give you a piece of their mind. They're probably going to say some horrible, horrendous fucking shit, because anonymity is still a thing, and they don't give two fucks about your fifis. I mean, we have gone, 18 fucking years since the internet has just kind of exploded overnight. It's been 18 fucking years since 2000. When the internet really started to take off on a, seriously bad note. I don't know how to fucking describe it, but things just went straight to hell after the 90s. So why is anyone still fucking surprised? Why are these thoughts so fucking surprised? Half of them are a bunch of goddamn cam whores. And yes, I'm specifically saying cam whore in the sense that both they will fucking masturbate on camera if you pay them money, or they're just a goddamn whore who sits in front of a fucking camera and interacts with their audience while they play a fucking game poorly. Yeah, I'm going to be very harsh on these bitches. Why? Fuck them. I don't care. I don't know them personally, and I don't think they're ever going to fucking be my friend personally. I don't know women like that, and I don't care to know women like that. The majority of the women I know are usually frumpy, fugly, very funny fucking women who actually don't give two shits about these thoughts themselves. So, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care if I'm friends with 10s. The 5s have better personalities anyways.
Hey,
exactly.
that's not fair, Brockus. There are a lot of very attractive ladies with very good personalities. They're just not going for you.
Yeah. So by personality, you mean tits, right? Because you're not talking about girls like this. They don't have personality. Their personality is deemed by them.
Oh, no.
around.
I'm not saying there are girls like this on Twitch. I'm just saying that they exist. Sure, somewhere.
Yeah, it's like
Probably.
unicorns. They could be in our imagination, like unicorns. Like, because I don't know many that are that way. You get to know them, and then out pops that fucking bitch attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so let's be a little more honest here. Not all of them are horrible fucking thoughts. Not all of them really are cam whores, and not all of them. Hashtag not all. But the majority of those we end up hearing about or talking about when it comes to the fucking news articles and any kind of, well, you know what? Everybody's on camera. Fuck this.
God, turn it off, you fat motherfucker.
Don't be so mean.
Anyways, God, it still hurts so fucking badly. But when it comes to these fucking these chicks, like, the reason why we end up talking about them is because they said something really fucking stupid. This isn't any different from, say, 10 years ago when people were making fun of Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, or even Jessica Simpson for saying something really fucking stupid. I believe we all remember the Buffalo Wings situation with Jessica Simpson. For fucking Christ's sakes. I mean,
I'm a lot younger than you guys. The fuck are you talking about?
Or Chicken of the Sea? Chicken of the Sea?
Oh, God, yeah. Dude, you remember the fucking reality show with Jessica Simpson and her fucking husband, Nick Fuckface McBoyband? Basically, there was this point where the two of them were talking about something to eat, food that they were going to go get or, like, you know, make or whatever the case was. And at one point they brought up buffalo chicken wings, but he said buffalo wings specifically, and she said, "Do buffaloes really have wings?"
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Or when she said something about chicken of the sea, which is tuna.
Right, back to this Twitch thought.
Right.
Who the fuck is Alinity? Alinity, right?
She's big, dude. She has like 700,000 subscribers on Twitch.
You said that. I've never heard of her before.
Yeah, neither have I. I looked her up on fucking Google after I had actually seen the Philly D story from yesterday. Dude, she's just a chick who stands in her fucking underwear and lifts her shirt up so you can see under boob or side boob or whatever the fucking case is, and just takes a bunch of selfies and sends them out to her fucking 300 plus pound goddamn audience so they can actually get a good look at her fucking tits and ass and just basically wish and beg that they were actually her boyfriend and some shit like that. It's essentially all she fucking does. Otherwise, I've never seen her content. Don't care to fucking see her content. I don't give two shits.
Is she attractive?
She's fucking hot as hell. I would bang. I would kill.
So this is content. This is content I want to watch. Then.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not saying the thoughts aren't fucking hot as shit. I will murder the two of you in front of a cop just to be able to say I fucked her. Not even that I actually get to fuck her. Just that I get to that I say I fucked her.
Why is it desperate when it's, you know, pretty factual that a lot of people would kill someone to get with a thought?
Oh, why not? Why not just go do it? Like, just just go get with the thought.
Most of the thoughts that actually exist on the internet would never give me a second chance, or
Brockus,
even give me a first chance.
Shave your facial hair and claim that you're on the college football team.
There you go.
No,
And
because then I'm gonna get hit with a rape charge like the very next day.
Also, your name is Daryl Johnson. You're from Tennessee. You can do a Tennessee accent, right?
Yeah, I could do like a Tennessee accent. It's not that big of a deal.
There we go. Daryl Johnson from Tennessee. You gone by the next day.
Yeah, and see, look at this. 654,000 followers. That doesn't count her subscribers, because if you know anything about Twitch bases the way they subscriptions are like the thing where you can promote or buy sponsor a channel on YouTube that they have for gamers, and it's like $5 to $10 a month usually.
So it's sponsorship on YouTube.
Exactly, that's what it is. It's sponsorship. And like if you already have Prime, if you have like Amazon Prime, because Twitch is owned by Amazon, you subscribe to someone, then they get a chunk of your Prime payment for the month. So that's how it's usually roughly $5 a month per subscriber. And if she, out of that 650,000, if she has 1%, she's making a fuck ton of money. And she is on her stream getting excited about the fact that she gets paid $700 a month from Collab DRM, who is out there striking and claiming channels content that use her. So she's a gold digger, man. She's a greedy whore who's just looking for that thought money when, you know, she's not on Twitch getting freaking dollar bills slung at the screen at her.
I don't know. Before we started, Brockus presented kind of a different point of view.
What's that?
Brockus was mentioning something about it not being on her. It was all on.
That's what Collab DRM.
Yeah, that's what she and Collab are actually saying, even though she's also now saying that she's going to walk away from Collab DRM. Let's just be honest here. The broken English speaking THOT says openly, I don't know how it works. I just know it gives me money. The cunt is doing it. She's behind it all. She's actually the one doing it. Even though Philly D actually got her side of the story, do you think the fucking slut isn't going to actually lie to Philly D to sort of paint her in a better light? For fuck's sake. C.B. Cebulski told Mark Wade to get the fuck off of social media a few days ago because of the bullshit he pulled with Anarchic Press. But did he fire him? Did he remove him from the projects he was actually on? No. He just told him get the fuck off of social media. And Mark Wade did exactly that. And then had his little buddies actually try to pretend like Mark didn't do the harassing and bullying he just fucking did, that there's plenty of evidence of. Yeah, I totally believe these people when they say their side of the story. Sure. Also, Mark, let's not pretend that I am actually a fucking winner with this face and this body. All right? You might find me attractive, but that doesn't mean the thoughts will.
Yeah, you never know. If you have money, it probably doesn't matter what you look like.
I'm very poor.
Less attractive than you getting their dick wet.
I could probably go to a gay club and get laid right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could definitely land yourself a gay guy. I'm saying there are straight men, less attractive than you, getting their dicks wet.
Yeah,
all you need is some confidence.
The confidence
you need a spine, some balls. Maybe a little bit more beard. I'm not judging, just
I'm growing it back. I regretted it immediately after doing this. This was the worst decision I've made this year.
Yeah, it was a terrible decision.
Some people might like it.
Part of me wishes you took it all off. Part of me's glad you didn't. But I really wish you took it all off because you have that dyke haircut now.
Fucking A, dude.
No, you would have looked like a complete fucking lesbian, and you got the titties to go with it. You would have looked like the chick from Orange Is the New Black. Fucking
I sometimes think that Outlaw Bear Dog sees me on camera with my hair the way it is now, and she's just like, that fucker stole my look.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but see, she's an actual lesbian, Brockus. It works on her.
It does. It doesn't work on me. It makes everybody think, is he non-binary? I don't know what's happening here.
Someone said it looks
kind of look like maybe you're both genders.
Oh, what's that called?
He's a hermaphrodite.
Make believe. Make believe.
Well, androgynous is actually the correct term. But yeah, make believe in the SJW version of it.
You're intersex. You got both genitalia.
No, that would actually be a hermaphrodite. But I mean, yeah, technically the intersex term works as well. But that's because obviously I was born with like what's the actual fucking chromosome combo? XXY? Yeah. Which
basically
is extremely rare. You're a 1% within a 1%.
But back to this this Twitter Alinity. Twitter ho, Twitch ho.
Yeah, she's got a Twitter too. She's probably a hoe there too.
How has PewDiePie responded to this?
I mean, he's kind of off the radar kind of guy. He sent the actual email he received from the claim of his video to Philly D, so he had some evidence and stuff. But I mean, I don't think he said much in the way on like Twitter or anywhere. He kind of made a slight reference to it in his video today about people claiming his videos. So, it could have been a little slap at her there, but he kind of avoids Twitter for, the cancer that is Twitter.
Well, yeah. I mean, the way PewDiePie has always actually done his shit is he's not a shit stirrer. He will advocate for this or that. I think in the beginning of his career, especially when feminism was really starting to kind of rise up, he would advocate for feminism. He would advocate for, social justice and shit like that. But then they started attacking him. So he was just like, oh, okay. That's actually where the controversy comes in, because when he started getting called a fucking Nazi by the fact that he's Swedish and he's blonde with blue eyes, all that stuff, he started giving into the jokes and he started kind of attacking them, but it was always with subtle jokes. PewDiePie doesn't start shit outright where he just calls people out. He makes subtle jokes and little hints to basically say, fuck you. Unless it was Wall Street Journal, in which case, yeah, he went straight for the throat on that one.
Yeah, because they ran a huge smear piece. I don't know if you saw that, Schmeckle. I'm sure Brockus did because he brought it up.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, they hit him hard with the smear piece and shit. But he kind of only, I guess you would say, attacks back when necessary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't start shit. If you start shit with him and it's big shit, he'll actually start shit with you, or he will hit you back as hard as he can. He's sort of like, I guess you could say, if you could fuse Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and iDubbbz into one person, that's PewDiePie.
Yeah, I think that's a good mix.
I know nothing about most of those people, to be honest.
Where are you? Are you on the internet? Are you in life?
Yeah. To be fair, I've seen one thing from iDubbbz, the fucking rice gum thing.
That's
you didn't see the Keemstar?
Jacksepticeye I like. Markiplier I've never seen anything from.
Markiplier's the best.
That I can remember. Don't quote me on that, but I can't remember anything about him.
Because I'm poor, stone Mexican guy. I don't have a studio. No, Markiplier is the best out of all the Let's Players. I have to say, Markiplier is quite possibly the most entertaining one of them all. Jacksepticeye is up there in my top 5 of Let's Players I actually will watch.
I like him because he's Irish and his accent keeps me paying attention.
It does,
He's loud as fuck. He's Irish. I love that intro and the exit. It's all fucking great. When he actually talks about his own political opinions and shit like that, that's when I'm a little bit on the, okay, Jack, maybe shut the fuck up and don't talk about this.
Jesus Christ, I was just going to make a joke about Brockus's mom being able to hear him and she walks into the fucking room.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I usually keep the camera off is when I'm
Wait, Brockus's mom, can you hear me?
No, she can't hear you and she's not going to fucking hear you.
Brockus, make it so your mom can hear me.
Fuck that. No,
Brockus,
you're not going to.
Brockus, I will be nothing but polite and you know it.
Schmeckel, do not hit on my mom in front of me, you sick fuck.
Brockus, please let me speak to your mother.
Oh, he just unplugged the mic.
Hello, Brockus's mother. Can you hear me?
Mom, this is my technical boss, Schmeckel.
How are you tonight, madam? I have a top hat, so I need to speak like I'm classy.
The guy with the faux hawk is a Gluck.
Okay.
She's not responding for some reason.
I saw you as you walked into the garage.
Oh, God.
And I have to say, as old broads go, you are very attractive.
Okay, thank you.
Definitely top 10.
Plug the mic in now!
Oh my God.
We have a super chat from Stone Mexican guy for $1.99. Let me talk to your mother. God damn it, no!
Damn,
Come on,
Brockus.
He gave us money.
Someone said she sounds like Liz Reptile.
She's like 57. Of course she sounds like Liz. By the way, tell her to give me a call in 30 years. And Brockus, you tell her right now. Brockus.
I want you to give him a call in 30 years.
Tell her I only fuck 80 and up.
Yeah.
She's giving me a look like she doesn't believe you, first of all. And second of all, she's probably going to punch me later for this whole situation.
Can you give her a kiss for me?
Not the way you want it.
I would be very respectful about it at first.
He would get her consent.
I regret coming
Exactly.
into the stream.
Is there any chance that I might stick my tongue in your vagina, madam?
I now understand how Kadunk feels.
Gluck, one day I'm going to talk to your mom.
She's like 400 miles away. You'll never see her on stream. I'll give you her number, though.
Thank you. I would appreciate it.
It's okay. My mom's gay, so...
Yeah, I'll make it work. Wait, that means you have 2 moms.
No, I don't. It's a meme, Schmeckel.
I know it's a meme. I was just hoping you were being honest and you had 2 moms for me to seduce.
They're polyamorphous. You know, they have all these different gender things. They probably be down.
I think the word you're looking for is polyamorous. Polyamorphous means an entire different thing.
They're a blob of conception. They would love your long hair, though. Very dyke-like.
Well, we got $1.99 from Stone Mexican guy saying, "Tell your mom! Buenas noches, Mama Brockus."
Somebody has just super chatted wanting me to tell you buenas noches.
Mama Brockus.
Buenas noches, Mama Brockus.
Okay.
Tell her that Mama Brockus means, now give me a bullet.
That's not what that means, and you fucking know it, Schmeckel.
I'm very good at Spanish, and I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
No, you're terrible at Spanish. You have no idea what the fuck it means.
All right, now back to this this Twitter hoe. Is she as pretty as Brox's mom?
God damn it.
Well, you like the ladies. You like the old ladies. She's young.
Oh, she's young. Well, no, I there are 2 age ranges that I like. From the 20
She's
to
under
30, and then from about 80 and up.
She's an under 30, 20 something, like probably 24, 25 years old. Big tits, possibly fake, possibly real. I don't know. She wears usually either a push-up bra or something to keep them together and give you off. Ooh, look at my titties.
Actually, she did a
relatively
video
big ass.
where she showed that she doesn't wear push-up bras and was jiggling her boobs and taking her bra off and stuff on stream under her shirt, obviously.
Oh, of course she did a video like that. Why wouldn't you do a video like that?
Yeah, the guy who got copyright strike made another video about her today talking shit. He's like, if you don't want to be called a thought, don't do things like this. And he
If
showed
you don't want to be
that.
called a thought, don't act like a fucking thought. Duh.
Exactly.
This guy who got the copyright strike, what exactly was in his video?
Like probably about 30 seconds of the same video that Philly D showed yesterday, where she's reacting to the PewDiePie thing and yelling off camera, "Can we copy strike PewDiePie? Copy strike him now!" Like, dude, fucking idiot. She wears stuff like this on stream, so I mean, you kind of guess. Oh, it actually opened her stream. Like, I mean, you can kind of guess what kind of woman of the night she is. You know, it's like, oh, is she naked? Is she not? Like,
Okay.
yeah. So you know, it's all over the place. I mean, it's not hard.
You gave her far too much credit, Brockus.
Hey, I'm not saying she's like, you know, fucking gorgeous or anything like that. I am saying, well, okay, yeah, no, she's gorgeous. She's hot. I would bang her. I would bang the shit out of her if given the opportunity. But do I want her around me all the time? Fuck no. Get the fuck out of here, thought.
Well, and look, she does the let's dances and stuff on camera. So, I mean, what do you expect? Like, she's not putting out high quality content.
I'm gonna be honest. She looks based mama hot.
Yeah, and I would bang.
And see, I would not. I definitely would not.
I'm not going to hide the fact that I find certain people attractive. Do I like them? No.
They're long in the face. Long in the face.
So?
Oh yeah,
I
and
don't
these streams,
like it.
these stream situations where it's like, oops, it's accidentally tucked in my G-string. It's like, come on, we know what you're doing.
We do have a comment in the chat from Blue Collar Canuck. He says, "Mere Dieu, alors il faut envoyer schmeckel in dictionnaire, putain." Fuck you, Blue Collar Canuck. We don't do French here.
Damn.
Not a chance. And
Also-
$1.99 from Stone Mexican guy saying, "Brockus, were you breastfed?"
Yes.
And then someone said, I'd
yes,
love to suck base mama's titties.
Yeah, I would too.
Antifa Hotline says, Schmeckel, all that hair doesn't hide the fact that you're a skinhead.
It's a wig, dude. You know that.
Yeah, underneath this, it's all swastika tattoos.
No.
Swastikas upon swastikas, to the point where you can't actually see swastikas. I'm just black under here. But
It's like a puzzle
They
in
were
your head.
supposed to be swastikas.
Am I echoing? Because I sound like I'm echoing.
Yeah, again, back in speakers.
Yeah, you are echoing.
God damn you, Schmeckle.
On to that other topic. There was a certain BuzzFeed article.
Oh, God. Yeah. BuzzFeed article where there's... God damn your speaker, Schmeckle. I hear myself and it's annoying me. A BuzzFeed article where they are talking about how Super Chat essentially allows creators to push extreme content because it allows their fans and people in their chats to say things that aren't sensitive to other races. And
This again.
yep, they're pushing it out again this month.
Of course.
Well, you know, jealousy is real, even though they don't actually do any research at BuzzFeed, you know?
This is one of my favorite. All I got to do is bring up my favorite Schmeckel joke. Fat chick trying to fucking get through a mountain pass comes across an extremely narrow fucking part, can't fit through it, and it just whispers, "Nature is racist."
Yeah. Right. That's exactly what it is. And people spend $100 trying to say, stuff like the lying bagel needs to shut his mouth, white pride, and all these other things. It's like, dude, honestly, if you do not like it, don't watch it. It's easy enough to change the channel, and BuzzFeed is all about those clickbaits. So they just want, they're progressives to jump on their website and read it, and
No, I think we should be honest. Tonka saw failure, Andy Worski. In a way, they are responsible for the Holocaust. Mainly because at that time, the three of them built a time machine, went back in time, and told Hitler, hey, do the Holocaust. But, beyond that, blood sports. It reverse caused the Holocaust.
So Stone Mexican Guy for 499. Last one. Brockus looks like a guy who washes his mom's underwear by hand. Viva la raza. Fucker.
Brockus, do you wash your mother's underwear by hand?
No, I don't.
It's not one of your chores?
No.
Who still washes the garments by hand with the dryers and stuff?
He lives in a garage. He's not a rich man.
I don't actually live in a garage, but okay.
Him and his mother are both hanging out in the garage right now.
No, we're not. She actually left the garage earlier.
You didn't see her
Come
walk by?
back!
You didn't
She's
see her walk
going to
by?
sleep, dude.
She's going to sleep at 8:30?
How could she go to sleep without me?
Oh,
I haven't
man.
told her a story. I haven't tucked her in. I haven't given her a good night kiss.
By the way, when you said she was 57, not gonna lie, she's turning 57 in a week.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Well,
I know in a couple of days. My bad.
She's the love of my life.
That's. I just thought that was really fucking eerie that you actually guessed her correct age, because I'm like, well, in 2 days, yeah.
I've been speaking with Zeph. He filled me in.
Zeph knows nothing of me. He doesn't know where I live. Otherwise, that information would already be out there, and people would be fucking talking about, I don't know, whatever.
Hey, man, look how shitty Brockus' house is.
Yeah. I don't hide the fact that I live in a shitty fucking house, that I have a very terrible fucking life right now. I'm extremely poor.
Life is
And
what you make it.
You're depressing us, so let's talk about Twitch boobs again.
Either way, man, life is what you make it.
Well, apparently, I made life very painful.
Andy Worski and Bloodsports, and how they're allowing racists to say racist things for money.
Well, apparently they have a number of $2,200 in super chats for the Spencer debate reviewed by BuzzFeed News. So I'm going to guess that's probably wrong, and that number is inaccurate.
I have a feeling that's
higher. That's
probably
really
on the low
low
end.
Yeah. For what? What they peak out at? 12,000?
I think Andy makes close to $1,000 in like a stream.
Yeah, well, and you got to think on that stream, he probably made, because it was like 12,000 people watching at one point.
Exactly. He probably made, he had about 6 times his usual viewers. He probably made at least 2-3 times the super chats.
Yeah. And especially when they're quoting chats that were $100 chats, $500 chats. I'm like, that's already a quarter of the super chat. So yeah, your numbers are off because you're BuzzFeed and you're always fucking up.
Blue Collar Canuck actually got it right. He figured it out. I don't know how he was able to dox me, but he doxed me because I live in a van down by the river.
Yeah, dude, that's a good one. You could be our next Chris Farley.
I actually tried to be the next Chris Farley.
No, Chris Farley was funny and likable. And, kind of pretty in a fat way.
Oh, because he's white? Are you pulling the white card right now? So Baracus isn't pretty because he's Hispandex?
Are you trying to make fun of me because I look like Cheech Marin and fucking some big ass Viking
You
lady
look
had a
like
kid?
Cheech Marin ate Tommy Chong and his wife.
I don't look half Asian.
No, I'm just calling you fat, you dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, but I was saying Cheech Marin.
Brockus, stand up. I want 10 fucking jumping jacks right now.
Don't do it.
Oh, wait.
Don't do it.
Wait, I'll stand up.
Shut the fuck up. Brockus.
I'm not gonna do it.
There's your jumping jacks and strike.
At least
10 jumping jacks, Brockus. 20 for your insolence.
Where's
In
your
fact,
jumping jack?
I want to see push-ups now.
Oh God.
I don't want to see push-ups.
Are you smoking rollies?
Right.
No, I smoke Marlboro
Unfil-
Edge.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what they were. They look like rollies.
No, they're actually of all the of all the special blends that Marlboro has actually come out with, I like the Edges the most.
Ooh, because you're an edge lord.
No, that actually had nothing to do with it. What initially got me hooked on them were the colors, because I like black, and they originally were black and orange. Then they changed to black and gold, and black and copper. Now they do all three boxes, which is confusing.
Brockus, you beautiful golden shining example of a man. We just received $1.99 from Stone Mexican Man saying, Brockus, do the truffle shuffle.
Oh,
I've done it. I've done it 4 times in this goddamn on this stream.
That
this
does not exempt you.
I don't wanna.
Brockus,
I don't want.
do as you're told, Brockus.
Hold on, I'm doing the thing that I was told to do a few minutes ago.
I don't wanna, guys.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Oh, you can't sing that song anymore. It's dead now. It's like that's a literal dead meme now.
The store is dead inside, just like I am.
See you later, Toys R Us. Someone said, "Don't make him do it for $2." Yeah. What's your truffle shuffle dignity worth to you? 20
Yeah,
bucks.
how much to get your
3-4
titties
times.
shaken around for us?
3 to 4 times that amount. $20.
We'll say
times
$3. We'll say $3 or 3 times, so $6. Sound fair, Brockus?
Oh,
$6, and he will shake his titties about.
So while we're waiting for that and you're getting everything set up there, they're basically saying the ecosystem in live streams has allowed for racist, anti-Semitic, and anti-gay vocabulary of 4chan. And it's a value not lost on white nationalists.
You guys own 4chan now. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, seriously, right? The fucking feminists are all over 4chan. That's why 8chan's out now. It's like I'm going to...
Did you just say the feminists took over 4chan and that's why 8chan happened?
Yeah, that's
Pretty
actually
much.
literally what happened.
8chan's been around for...
No, but 8chan became prevalent and popular because of the feminists pushing out the people off 4chan.
Basically, the guy who created 4chan eventually sold it to somebody who just so happened to actually have stock in Tumblr or owned Tumblr, whatever the case was, and eventually moved over to 8chan, which was obviously another site and everything that's just like 4chan. But yeah, after the sale went through, fucking Tumblrites just came over to 4chan and finally did something they've been trying to do for over 10 years now.
Metaphor says, gentlemen, whoring is not a good look. We gotta find some way to get Brox's titties out, Metaphorist. If he's only gonna do it for money, then we need that money.
Whoring is definitely a good look. It's just that
I don't know. Have you seen some of the whores out there?
Yeah,
kind of ties back to our first topic, don't it?
Yeah, but we're not mad at them for whoring themselves. We're mad at them for copyright striking.
Well,
They can,
Well, yeah, I mean, whoring by itself.
they can sling.
when you do it, and you're an Alinity or you're a fucking Aaron, you're doing it wrong.
Oh, who, by the way, flicked her bean on Periscope? I didn't know.
Yeah, and then apparently she smelled it and flinched from the stink.
And rolled something up from her booty.
Yeah.
No joke.
Oh,
And flicked
This was-
it away.
That's why Ralph got his strike.
I didn't know that. She
Mhm.
took a little ball of shit from her ass and flicked it away. That's,
That bitch is dirty as fuck, man.
that's disgusting.
My God,
That
damn,
bitch is
dude.
very nasty.
I wonder how many STDs she got.
5?
I don't know what's the max. How many different variants of STDs are there?
Oh, I think every STD has its own varying degree of STD, and then of course there are offshoots of each STD. So all of them.
Yeah, so she's just maxing out. She's just the max of all of them.
This isn't even my final form.
Oh man.
All right, I'm gonna be right back. You two try your hardest to be entertaining. Brockus, maybe this is a good time to shake your titties about and shit.
Oh, someone said, Days Volt says, show us your bobs, you sexy fat man. Fat god of a man. There you go.
I don't think God's will is being honest here. Just gonna
God's-
say.
I don't know. It's God's will, man. Can he not be honest?
No.
Oh, that's not how it works.
No, have you ever actually thought about something? Okay. In the beginning, there was darkness, and God said, let there be light. And so it was, and it was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, as the story continues on, God took 6 days to create the heavens and earth. On the seventh day, he rested. He eventually made Adam. He created Eve from Adam's rib, blah, blah, all that stuff, so on and so forth. Not once is the devil, Satan, or any sort of great evil ever fucking mentioned. Ever. And then all of a sudden a serpent comes along, convinces Eve to bite of the apple, and then convinces fucking Adam to bite of the apple, which God then later tells them, well, that was my one rule. You broke it, so get the fuck out. Okay? And then later, there's all kinds of stories when the Christians get a hold of it, of this great tempter and shit. To this day, there are still a lot of people that believe that Lucifer is actually the devil. That's not true. To this day, people think that the devil and Satan are one and the same person. That is also not really true. I mean, for fuck's sake, who's the great deceiver? Who's the evil devil of the underworld? Who's the one who tortures people for all eternity? Because there's way too many fucking names out there that are apparently like the one guy. Is it Beelzebub? Is it fucking Mephistopheles? Is it fucking Baphomet? Who is it? Who the fuck is it? And this entire time, God has not once decided to set another bush on fire and whisper into the ears of some fucking poor asshole to say, this is the real devil. So no, I don't think God's will is fucking honest.
No, everything in the Bible, as far as the many devils, Satans, Lucifers, Baphomets, etc. It all leads in to the fucking end times thing, where there's the beast and the fucking Antichrist and shit like that. There is a legion of doom hiding, waiting in hell, composed of many different devils, and they're all down there plotting against us. It's fucking Lucifer, Satan, fucking
Astaroth,
Beelzebub, like all of those. And then they got the beast, they got the Antichrist, they got the serpent. They're all just waiting down there. It's a legion of
dragon.
Doom. There's a fucking legion of doom waiting down there. The Bible would make the best fucking comic book.
Oh yeah, actually, it has been converted into a comic book.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I
no,
would read that repeatedly.
Yes, the Bible has actually been made into a variety of different comic books, including the Book of Mormon and I believe whatever version of the Bible the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses believe in and shit. Dude, every single sect of Christianity has actually created its own version of their belief in comic book form to interest young kids to follow their fucking beliefs.
No. Then they're gonna do it wrong. They're gonna cut out all the good parts. They're gonna make it way too peaceful.
They've even made cartoons about it. For fuck's sake, Gulf City has watched one on Mormonism twice. They've been doing this for a long time now. What are the kids like? Comic books and cartoons? Make a bunch of shit about the Bible.
They gotta capitalize on the good stories. And if you're trying to convert kids to your religion, you probably leave out all the murdery parts about your God.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And that's the thing. If they're putting it out themselves to try and lure kids in, they're not going to tell the story right.
Damn.
I mean, they need to take the text of the Bible, all the blood and guts and shit, and turn that into a fucking comic book. Brockus, start working. I'll send you the script. I'll send you the script next week.
Turn off presenting. Check this out.
Yeah, no, actually,
Kingstone Bible comic book. The Prophets. I wonder, this might have some violence.
Seeking Origin actually sent in the chat the Action Bible. Just Google it.
Yeah.
And I Googled it, and yeah, there's a fuckload of Bible comic book pages here and covers and such.
It'd be interesting for someone. Oh, there's a coloring book comics. To take this and turn it into an actual, like, really well designed graphic novel.
I wonder if they have an actual comic book representation of the true story of Sodom and Gomorrah, specifically about all the goddamn sodomy and rape that was going on, and that part where the holy man of Sodom, who actually gave up his daughter to the mob to be fucking raped repeatedly because, you know, they wanted to rape the angels, but they couldn't. So here's my daughter instead. And then when they were done raping the shit out of her, they still wanted to rape the angels, but everybody made a run for it.
Jesus. And I mean, there's some really, like, hardcore shit, like Revelations or some crazy, like the end time stories. That'd be
Revelations is probably the most tame out of all the stories that doesn't paint God as a piece of shit person, or, well, deity, essentially. Why? Because Revelations was legitimately when God, Jesus, and basically everyone from heaven said, all right, we give up. We're going to take all those who are worthy up to heaven. The rest of you are fucked, but here you go. But almost the entirety of Revelations is nothing more than the devil and his forces coming onto Earth, wreaking havoc everywhere.
Revelations at the end is essentially God going, all right, we lost. Good guys up to heaven. Earth, fuck you.
Pretty much.
Let the bad guys have it.
Well, isn't there more to it, though? Like, if you survive on Earth after the rapture for so long, then you're saved?
No.
I have no idea. As far as I know, the good guys go up, the bad guys stay behind.
Yeah, the worthy come to heaven, which is basically what the rapture is. Everyone else has to fend for themselves on Earth. And the Earth is going to be ruled and controlled by hell and its forces for the next 10,000 years. You're not living through that. Unless somehow you actually drink demon blood and have immortality shortly after that, and don't fucking die through all that 10,000 years and come out essentially just another fucking evil force, because guess what? You got demon's blood in you. You're an immortal, unholy abomination. You ain't coming into heaven. There is no retribution for anyone who's left behind. You're fucked. Beyond fucked.
But never mind that. Never mind him giving up on the people and shit. At the end of the fucking Bible, God forfeits.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the Bible, religious people, these are books that you believe in. At the end of the Bible, your omnipotent God gives up.
The
He
omnipotent,
loses
omnipresent
and
God.
quits.
The
Loses
omnipresent
and
God.
quits. That is how your religious text ends.
Yes. I don't think
With
Christians
God
have figured that
giving
part out.
the fuck up.
God, the all-powerful, the omnipotent, omnipresent, all-powerful being that could literally think things into existence and they exist, gives up and lets the devil and his forces take over the earth for the next 10,000 years. To which then...
How fucking depressing is your religion? In the end, evil wins. You guys have predicted how it all ends, and it ends with God going, fuck this planet, the good people come up with me, the rest of you stay down there, I guess. The devil and his people won.
With the wave of his hand, he could make it not so. He could.
God is a pussy.
He could make evil not exist anymore. He could take the concept of evil completely away. That is what every Christian wants you to actually believe, that God is this all-powerful being that can do anything he so chooses, but has decided not to actually eliminate the very elements of humanity and existence that make it horrible, and make it unpleasant, and make it terrible, because he has some sort of plan. He wants us to learn a fucking lesson. Bitch,
No,
make the lesson already.
God's plan, if God has a plan,
Is to
then
give
God's
up.
not omnipotent. Because if God's omnipotent, he doesn't need a fucking plan. He can just skip to the fucking goal.
Exactly.
But
that's
one of the stupidest fucking things about the entire religion. He's omnipotent, but he has a plan.
well, it's
When
less
you
about-
when you are all powerful, you don't have plans. You just make results happen because you're all powerful.
but you're forgetting human free will. That's-
Human free will. He is omnipotent. He could
Yeah, so,
give
you
them
know.
free will and simultaneously make his plan happen.
Mhm.
Omnipotent means all powerful.
Yeah, but how do you know it's not? Because we're not anywhere near there. And I'm not religious, but I've studied it enough to ask questions.
If this is his plan, then he's shitty. First off, but
Well, it's a
again,
test.
he doesn't need a plan. A test. You don't need a test when you're all powerful. You can
You
just
do.
make beings that both have free will and will pass whatever your test is, because you are the one that makes the rules. You can make those things work simultaneously.
But then you're doing away with free will, because do those people truly
that's
have
the
free
thing.
will?
That's the thing. You don't understand. All powerful means
doesn't matter.
all powerful. It means he could simultaneously control your mind and give you free will, because he writes the fucking rules. He could
Yeah, but-
make it so that those things work together.
That's
because
basically
he's
what it is.
All powerful.
You
Of
can
course.
come up with a paradox, and God could make it literally exist. both
That's the
ways.
thing. Paradoxes do not exist for an all-powerful being, which
Well,
means he could sit there,
to an
skip
extent.
to the end goal, and well, no, if you're all-powerful, there aren't any paradoxes.
Well, and that's what Revelations is. It's foresight. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be foresight. You know what I mean? He's seen the end. He sees how it happened. He gives humans the chance, instead of being the God of wrath that he was in the Old Testament and just wiping everyone off Earth. He's like, you know what? I'm going to send my son down there to die for you guys, and you guys make your life choices and figure this shit out. And I'm going to be the absentee father and see how you do in the long run. I'm going to sit back and watch, your soccer videotapes after your mom sends them to me.
Entirely ridiculous for an all-powerful being. You don't need the goal. You don't need the plan. You don't need the execution of the plan. You don't need any of the details except for the end.
Yeah, but he knows the end.
Because
That's
you're
what
all
Revelations is. That's what Revelations is the end. times.
Of course he knows the end. If he's all powerful.
Yeah.
But it means that he's wasting his fucking time with all of this. There's no plan.
Well, it's not a
There's
plan.
just-
It's here's a bunch of people who can be fuck ups. Let's see how many choose to follow my representation. There's a lot of other shit to
Exactly.
it.
So at best, if there's a God, if
Mhm.
there's an all-powerful God, at least,
Mhm.
we're a passing amusement.
Pretty much, yeah. But my
We're
favorite
something
version.
he's done to, even though he knows how it's already how it's gonna go. He's already read the fucking synopsis.
Yeah, exactly. He's seen the end credits.
He just wants to watch it.
Yeah.
We're a passing amusement.
My favorite
if
version
there
of
is an
God-
all-powerful God.
My favorite version of God has got to be from Dogma when Alanis Morissette comes out of the church. I think I was the only one who
Oh, I thought it was
laughed.
good.
I thought it was hilarious, and then people were confused. Like, I don't understand why they did Alanis Morissette. I was like, because she did that song.
I loved it up until she did the stupid little.
Yeah.
Boop. Well, she couldn't talk to him because she would blow him away with her powerful vocal powers.
Okay,
Hey,
that's
I'm
not-
sorry. If you're going by Black Bolt rules, saying boop, she's blowing him away.
I don't
That
know if it
seems
was
like
very good point.
something God should be able to do, don't you think? Be able to talk to people if she
Yeah,
wanted
maybe God should be able to control his own
God
powers.
That's why God had Alan
Her own
Rickman in
powers.
that movie, the voice of God, someone to speak for him.
Yeah, but Metatron was never supposed to speak for God because God couldn't speak. Metatron was supposed to. Also, doesn't that sound like it's a fucking Transformers character, not something biblical?
Angels
well-
in
to.
disguise.
But Metatron was supposed to deliver messages. He was a messenger, not Black Bolt's Medusa.
No, well, that's why he wasn't. He was the messenger of God or voice of God.
The voice of God. The messenger
Because-
of God was Gabriel.
Yeah, and because if God spoke to humans, it would destroy them. Essentially, is the
Yeah,
whole.
well, I
thought
get that
premise.
concept. He's so absolutely awe-inspiringly powerful that we are like our heads can't
Yeah,
comprehend.
but
it.
again,
But you
he's
think God could tone
he's
it down a
all
little?
powerful.
Yeah, you think he could tone it down a little
Exactly.
so we can fucking
Then
have
what's he
a
gonna?
little coffee talk?
If
you know?
you have,
what's
if
he
you
gonna
are
do
all
with-
powerful,
what's he gonna
if
do with
you are
Metatron?
omnipotent, then you can just go, oh, hey, when I speak to you, it won't break you. Because I have that power. Because I have all the powers.
What kind of fucking dumbass God is like makes something that is so fragile that we can't even fucking talk to it? Like we're smart enough to have our own lives, build societies, families, and shit like that, but our fucking brains are too weak that our creator can't even fucking talk to us. What kind of dumb fucking plan was that?
Well, that's why he.
Hey, I'm going to make it so that you guys can never actually experience me.
What do you
But
mean?
also, I require a belief in me. And I'm just going to kind of, let it happen.
But if you believe in modern Christianity, then you have the equal representation of the God, which is Christ.
Well, yeah, you got the Christ, which was
And the Holy
apparently,
Spirit.
oh yeah, we got one
We have
of the
two.
three where there
You
is.
have two of the three, technically. With the Holy Spirit, because it moves people, blah, blah, blah. You know?
Yeah,
Well, I
but
know
we
they
got
say
one of the
Jesus
three
was-
that there's any historical evidence of, and none of the historical evidence for that one, Jesus.
God could talk to Jesus
points towards
apparently,
him
though,
being-
without Jesus exploding.
Well, he was a piece of God, essentially. If you follow
Aren't
the
we all
Trinity-
pieces of God?
Yeah, but you're not the Trinity. God is made up of the Trinity: Jesus, the Holy Spirit, God. They're the three in one.
Yeah, but Jesus is like that's the whole point of Jesus is to live his life as a human. If he's so different from humanity that he can fucking hear the voice of God, and he's part of the goddamn Trinity.
No,
Like-
you're not understanding. Jesus was the Bible's Goku.
Exactly.
He always had that connection with what was his name? Kai.
Well, and he could turn
Oh,
water to wine and
Finally,
make
somebody
miracles.
puts religion into terms I can understand.
We found
Explain
it.
more
We have,
Dragon Ball Z to me.
yes, Dragon Ball Z references. And
No, but the thing with the whole Trinity thing is you got God the Father, Jesus the Son, and then
I grew up
the
with
Holy
the Trinity
Ghost, right?
concept. Yeah, I grew up with the Trinity concept. It still doesn't make a goddamn much sense.
No, it makes less sense than just believing in God and Jesus. The Holy Spirit doesn't really play a whole lot of a role in anything. It's just kind of a character
More of an
that's
understudy.
mentioned. Like there's three of us, but exactly like an understudy. The fucking Bible starring God, Jesus, and if Jesus is sick, the Holy Ghost.
And uncredited. It's like God, Jesus, and uncredited. That's some good shit.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I mean,
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. First off, having this third thing that's rarely ever mentioned. But
Right,
the
Mark
whole
says-
God and Jesus are father and son, but the same being, etc. If you're, I understand that religions, myths, legends, shit like that, they need to be complicated, or else the simple people won't believe in them. You can't just say, "Hey, this guy can throw mountains around." You got to say this guy can throw mountains around because he ate his son's heart, and the gods blessed him because his son was a non-believer and also like a goat rapist. You need the details in there, right? But I feel like Christians went a little outside the lines with the whole father and son same guy thing. I know there's no incest there, but it still
How do you
feels
know there's no
incestuous.
incest there?
Well, I know there's no incest
it's
in
the
those words, but
come on.
I'm seeing are red flags, man, and you're still
exactly.
you're
I hear
not-
that the father and the son are the same guy, and I'm thinking something's fucked up in the family.
But you're missing the point. Is it's three subsets of the overall power, is what it is.
No.
Like,
I'm
a lot of
getting
people
that.
throw
I
that.
understand that there's subsets of the same overall God power, but you got the one omniscient God, omnipotent God. Why the fuck complicate it? I understand with Jesus. You sent him down. He's your son. He was your sacrifice to the world. You're omnipotent, so you
Dick
shouldn't
move in the
have
first
needed a
place.
sacrifice. Well, yeah, he's omnipotent. He shouldn't have needed a sacrifice.
Well, because he didn't want to be the wrathful God. Read the Old Testament and look at
he
how
doesn't
shitty
need to
he
be
was.
wrathful. He is omnipotent. He didn't need to do any of that shit. He could just have made a perfect world and simultaneously given free will, because rules don't matter to somebody who is all powerful.
As a small aside, Gluck, you have to stay a little closer to the camera because you have this cool fucking floating head effect thing going on. You look like Jambi from fucking Pee-wee's
You look like a pill, and I kind of want to take it.
Now say Mecca look a high Mecca
When
honey
you,
ho.
lean, yeah, when you lean back, it ruins the effect.
Yeah, because it shows my shirt, and you can see that I'm not just like.
Yeah, you got a fucking Jambi thing going down, dude.
But no, it's when you gave free will to Adam and Eve, that was the break of it all. That was where everything broke because they got temptation and all these other things. So there's so many things that it's like, oh, maybe I screwed up. Maybe this situation.
Maybe I screwed up.
By giving
Omnipotent beings do not screw up.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you got to look at.
They fix it by making it have not have happened at all. They're omnipotent, they can erase their mistakes.
But he did by the flood.
That's not how you erase things. That's just flooding the fucking planet and killing all of your creations.
That's flipping the table.
That's genocide.
But you also have gap theory, because on the day there's gap in Genesis. So God only knows how many times he fucked up before he got to where
we could
we
have
were.
like
Well, but
18
that's the thing.
floods,
That's the thing.
and
That's
we don't
the
know
thing.
about it because only one's recorded.
Gluck. Is the world perfect?
No,
No.
That he's
but
fucking-
it's because
Somebody who is all powerful.
because humans have free will. You have to stop
And
discounting
somebody-
free will.
Yes, but that's what you're not understanding. Free will and entire subjugation of the mind.
Would not be free
Good.
will.
They could
cannot-
simultaneously exist
No, it
for
cannot.
somebody who is all powerful.
For
Because they are
him?
all powerful.
But then we wouldn't be free. It'd be the fucking Matrix. You get that? It wouldn't be freedom. It would be an
No,
illusion
that's
of
the
freedom.
Well, this
If
is
God
not-
is
this is
real,
not-
if God is real and all powerful. Oh, wait, Gluck, if God is real and all powerful,
Yes.
who writes the rules? God, right?
Yes. And he wrote the rules in the first batch of the book.
And that's
And
the
it was
thing. If he was all
shitty.
powerful, he would have written it perfectly. Because God is not only supposed to be all powerful, first off, he's also supposed to be all knowing. He could have just done it right off the bat. And like I said, simultaneously giving you two things that entirely conflict with each other. Because he writes the rules.
Yes, but he chose
He
not
could
to go for
entirely-
subjugation
But that's the thing.
because he wanted
It-
people to find him of their own volition. He didn't want them to fucking be on their hands and knees as he made it seem in the first.
He's all
We don't
powerful.
need
He
to
could
know-
make it
no.
so that they were on their hands and knees and coming of their own volition.
No, you couldn't.
Well,
That's a
even
contradiction.
well,
It's a
kind of like
contradiction,
parody-
but
it's a-
he's all
All right,
powerful.
Let me say something here. It's kind of a different rephrasing of the whole boulder question. Is there a boulder so heavy that God can't lift it?
Essentially, yeah.
Essentially, yes. But the whole free will thing is we can know things exist and still have free will. God could reveal himself to us and we could still have the free will to go to him whether or not we choose. Yet we're expected to go to him without fucking knowing. Like it's I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous. Like knowing he exists does not exempt our free will. With knowing,
No one said it does. How are you pushing that knowing he exists equates to not having free will?
well, all
We're
I'm
talking
saying
about
is God,
subjugation, forced into praying to him
Yeah, but
versus coming to the choice.
you're misunderstanding the major point to what is being said here. The man is all powerful.
Yes, I understand that. We can get past
no,
that.
you don't seem to understand that. Okay.
How can we get past the?
I'll explain it like
Go ahead.
this. How can we define words?
I've already explained to you. Will you hear me and not jump in? Listen to this. When someone may be all powerful has seen the end of the book, right? You've read the last page. You know what's going to happen. Maybe you don't end up reading it. Maybe you sit back and watch.
But he's also all knowing.
I
He's also
understand.
all knowing.
Yes, but you don't have to keep repeating the same shit. We all know he's all knowing and all powerful. You can't just use that as the counter argument to someone saying, well, I know what the story is going to look like. Let's see what they do. That's like this. That's hands off, man.
But no, that's the thing.
You can
If
do that.
You are all knowing, then there's no let's see what they do.
You've seen the end of the book, yes, but he wants to give free will because he's not guaranteed to get 100,000 people to go to heaven.
If he knows I'm never going to follow him and that I'm going to end up in hell, then
Well, why allow
what's the
Robert
whole
to be
point
born?
anyway? Why allow me to be born in the first place?
That's what you say now, and we'll see what you say on your deathbed because you do not know what you're going to be like in 50 years.
You're right.
Yeah.
I do not know what I'm going to be like in 50 years, but there are tons of people who go to their grave, fucking atheists, who go to their grave
That's
without
fine.
believing in God.
That's their
according
choice.
to-
That's the point. It's their
no,
choice.
but if God knows that they're going to that's how they're going to live their life and that they're going to eventually die without believing in them, then what fucking choice is that? There is no choice. Like
There
that
is
person is
choice.
born with that person is born and in God's plan he goes through his entire life without believing. That is God.
No.
That is God. God creating this life, knowing that He will never fucking go. That is not a choice.
Gluck.
It is a
An
choice.
illusion of choice. It's an
Gluck.
Okay. Let me ask all of you.
No,
this
wait. Gluck.
I know,
Does
I'm
God
asking a
know?
question.
Does God know how my life will go from this point on?
We've already said this. He knows the beginning and the end. And He
Okay.
gives you free will in the middle to get to the end. So what if He's seen that you become a Christian, but you don't believe it now because of where you stand now? But let's say someone in your life comes into your path.
Oh, that's
and
what I mean. If he's seen it, then it's predetermined.
He's not predetermining it. Just because someone jumps to the end of the book, they're not predetermining how the book was written. It's what matters. It's the context.
Are you telling me that God? Are you telling me that God, the omniscient being, does not know the middle of the book?
If He chose to know it, but that's where He
Wait,
may say,
if He chose to know it, that means He's not all knowing. He just has the potential to be all knowing.
because that
No,
leads
because,
open the question: what is He done? What He doesn't know? He doesn't know.
no, what you're not understanding is an all-powerful person. Let's use a superhero. A Goku. Let's say a Goku.
Please pick a better one. Can we go with Captain America?
Well, he's not powerful enough. You need some. Okay, Superman.
Oh yeah, I wanted to be more realistic about God from what we've been hearing tonight.
But what I'm saying is, if you choose to look into the middle of the book and read the book, then you know what's in the middle of the book. But if you just choose to read the first page and the last page as the all-powerful being, you don't know what the story is going to hold in the middle because you choose to not.
But if you are omniscient, then there's nothing you don't know.
Because all middle
what you're
paths
saying-
will lead to the end of the book anyway. It doesn't matter what the middle of the path is.
Actually, it does,
you know the
because
end.
that's the bread of the story. That's the meat. You don't, when you eat a sandwich, do you only focus on the bread or do you actually put shit between it? Because if you're that person who's only eating bread.
I want to ask, do you believe if a person doesn't believe in God but is a good person, volunteers at the homeless, has a wonderful family, lives a very good life?
You're mistaking me for a person who actually is faithful. I'm just very well versed in the Bible because I've read it. I've studied it.
It seems like you're very well versed.
You seem well versed in what's been written, but not so much.
He's able to do.
So
you seem like
you're putting these restrictions if he chooses to look at the middle. If he's
no,
all
it's
powerful
not restrictions.
why wouldn't he know? Well, it's not restrictions, but
because he chooses free will.
You know, he chooses to not.
No, look at it this way. Gluck.
He's with us all throughout our life, every step of the way.
Robbie, baby.
Just shouting into the mic doesn't help anything.
It's
Schmeckle's turn. He's gonna say this shit and forget about free will. He's gonna just discount free will. Go ahead. Let's discount free will again.
No, look, I think you are well versed in what's written in the Bible.
I'm not just talking about the Bible. I've done massive amounts of research, man. I am very well versed in this, and you guys keep discrediting the most important part.
I think what you're missing is the meanings and ramifications of some of the things said about God in these texts. If you are omniscient, if you know something, if I were to tell you right now that Robert's mother's name is Marion, might be something you'd forget, but could you just choose not to know that?
That's never been the argument.
Well, you're arguing about him not knowing the middle because he's chosen not to.
Because
if you're omniscient, then you know everything.
You can know everything and choose what you focus on, can you not? If you're that powerful?
Well, yeah, you could certainly choose what you focus on, but that wouldn't change the fact that you know it. Which means in the end, because he knows it's predetermined. Which removes
Is it predetermined
free will.
though? Because someone can travel to the future and look at something in the future. Does that mean that it's predetermined? It cannot change at any point because that person may influence it. Think about
If
it
you're
that
an
way.
omnipotent, all-knowing being, yeah, you know how things are going to go,
You
not
know
how they
how-
might.
No, but you know how it's going to go if something else doesn't fall in place. So what if that God chooses to expose himself to that person? Do you think that person may change their views?
I'm certain they could, but again, he's omniscient, so he knew that beforehand.
So that's what
If
I've been
there is an
arguing.
omniscient being, then things are predetermined. The existence of an omniscient being precludes free will.
You're making this statement to fit a very specific narrative, which is fine. But you're forgetting that if God is as powerful as claimed to be, do you think that he can't hold his power back? That he can't choose as himself the most powerful being in the world to say, you know what? I don't want to look at that. I don't want to see that. And
I'm
turn off
sure
the
he
light.
could, but again,
so God
that
can't
just
do
leads
this?
to further issues about
How does it? Because he's that
inconsistencies
powerful.
with his powers.
How is it? How is that inconsistency if he's that powerful that he can see all? And does that, you're making the statement that he can't choose to not see all. That's what you're not understanding is you're saying that he has this power of being that powerful. But if he's that powerful and that all knowing, he could say, you know what? I want to see what happens for them on their own. And maybe he's sitting back and watching TV and we're a goddamn
And see,
TV show to him.
now we run into you're arguing what I was arguing earlier.
Not at all.
the
This is
whole
what I've
him-
been arguing the whole time.
no,
and you can jump
the
back to the
whole-
stream.
No, what I mean is him being all-knowing, all-powerful, but also able to make himself not know things. It leads to him being able to deal in inconsistencies, which again leads to why the whole fucking workaround. He could make it so that he got to his end result. There was free will, and he got his fucking jollies from the fucking watching, because he could just make it so he felt like he had already experienced that. That's the issue when you jump into all powerful, all knowing shit like that. With omniscience, you remove free will, and with omnipotence, you remove anything that makes any part of it realistic.
Do you really remove free will though?
Well,
Because-
yeah, if somebody
just because-
knows everything that's gonna happen ever, even if you bring it down to they know all the possibilities, that leaves free will to a degree.
It's still free will because you still have to make the conscious choice.
No, because
Whether
in the
book
end,
is written or not, you have to make the conscious choice to go there. Like Robert was saying, if he plans on never doing that and being an atheist his whole life, that's fine. God's not going to get mad at him. That's why he gave him free will.
in the end, if you're looking at a God that can't see what's going to happen, you can only see the many possibilities. You're not looking at an omniscient God. He does not know everything.
Seeking Origin makes a good point. God can be omnipotent and give free will. It's a matter of knowing all possible combinations of any deed, object, person ever to exist while letting those humans commit themselves to their choices.
But that's the thing. He's not omniscient if he doesn't know which choices they're going to make.
But he could know every single possible choice.
He could know the possibilities. I could have a wheel with the numbers 1 to 10 on it, and I can spin it and know that it's going to land on one of the numbers from 1 to 10. I don't know where it's going to land.
Because you're not
God
God.
could know. And that's
God-
the thing. That's the thing. God would know which fucking choice they were going to make if he was omniscient, which again would make it predetermined.
It's not predetermined, because if it was predetermined, he would have wrote the script. That's what you're not understanding, and none of you understand. You can be and know everything about something, but that doesn't mean you go in and manipulate the script or the story. You don't. Okay. You don't. I don't truly believe. I believe there's some sort of higher power. I don't know what it is. Blah blah blah. There's too many religions to get there. One of them's got it right somewhere. There's got to be something, because life isn't just about random chance, whether it's science or whatever, there's something. But you toss in the logic of, okay, these are all the possible situations. I know he's going to pick that, but what happens? Should God just manipulate the script? That's what you're saying that he should be doing. If he's as powerful as he is,
What we're saying
Now,
what
even if he
Michael
didn't,
said
with
is
great
that
power
would
comes
know.
great responsibility.
No, see, Gluck, he doesn't need to manipulate the script.
Yeah,
he
but
just needs to read the fucking thing. And
Yeah,
if he's
and he's read
omniscient
it.
and he knows everything, he has read it, every single word, committed to memory. He knows exactly what each character is going to say. He knows exactly what they're going to do, which means that it is predetermined, which means that there is no free will. There's only the illusion of free will. Somebody in the chat, though, did bring up, you're making, Chaotician Drac, you're making awful large assumptions about what and how alternate timelines do/don't exist. That would be the only possible way that I could buy into there being an omniscient God, is if he knew every possibility.
That's what
But it
that
was
dude
because
said.
there were
Oh,
alternate
God.
timelines. But that would still mean that it was predetermined, just
But
on a multiversal scale. It would still be predetermined. It would
It's
not be
still
free will.
Free will, because you may end up on timeline A. You may end up on timeline B, because of when you
That's
hit
the
the
thing,
when you
though.
hit the choice.
A multiverse showing up, he's still gonna know which versions are gonna make which choices, because again, he is all knowing.
Still free
If
will.
you know everything, it's not free will if it's predetermined.
I know
If
every
he
single
knows it's
line
gonna happen
to
before it happens, then
I
it's
know-
not free will.
Schmeckle. I know every single line to Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Every single time I watch it, it's the exact same thing. That the choices that are made are the same choices, because that's that timeline. That's how that timeline plays out. I know the beginning. I know
Yeah,
the middle.
Robert,
and the end.
while you're watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail,
Mhm.
the people on your screen, did they have free will, or are they just gonna do what they've done every time?
They do not have free will. They're gonna do the time. And if something
Those
different happens,
images of those people are
if
gonna
something different happened, like
Even
if the black
Schmod
You're gonna
says that.
shit yourself.
did not get all his
Nope.
limbs cut off, and him and King Arthur went and had a beer instead, it would not be Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It would be a
But
different movie.
that's a recording, as Samaj says.
It
So
is
the-
a recording.
Our
He's
lives are
not making a
recording to
one-to-one comparison.
Our lives are recording to God.
Yeah, if he already knows everything, then yeah, essentially.
You know
Which
what's
means
so
that-
fucking boring about this
Yeah,
entire
there's no
goddamn
free will.
argument is that you guys have been bitching and bickering about this topic for almost an hour now, I would say.
No.
And this whole fucking goddamn thing has been argued from the concept of what a mortal believes is actually how this works and such. I'm just saying, if there is an actual being out there that legitimately has the power to do whatever, whenever they want, they could literally do whatever, whenever they want. Giving the
And that's
illusion
exactly
casted
what I'm
onto
saying.
everyone's mind about free will and what is free will and what we determine is free will is within the realm of possibility. Suddenly,
Well,
changing
that's
water
exactly
into
what I'm
wine is
saying.
within the realm of possibility. There is absolutely nothing with outside of the bounds of what this being is capable of doing. I swear to fucking Christ, it's like listening to the same goddamn arguments over and over and over again from both sides, and it's still just being argued from this level, even though the being we are arguing about is on this fucking level.
Brockus,
What this
you're
person
forgetting.
That's
Is
been
beyond what we can determine.
That's been my whole point the whole time.
Actually, it hasn't.
Actually, if you listen to the beginning,
close to your point.
You're fucking arguing for free will, and yet we've consistently said, but all powerful. I can literally control a person's mind and tell them they have free will, even though they don't actually have free will. But because I am the all powerful being and I'm telling them they have free will, they have free will, even though I'm actually controlling their mind. Again, the perspective is I'm all powerful and I'm literally making both true at the same fucking time.
And that's exactly where I was going with it. The only way it works is if God is sitting there making contradictions happen. And if God's making contradictions happen, he could sit there and go, hey, you all got free will. Do whatever the fuck you want. Also, do exactly what the fuck I want. And, end result.
And the bolder argument, the end result for that particular story is the same answer. It's not a paradox. It basically results in, then God can't do everything. Because if God can create a boulder that they cannot lift, then they can't do everything. But if God can't create a boulder that they can't lift, then they can't do everything. The result is the exact same no matter what the answer is.
Yeah, but then you also have the argument that you're, as you stated, talking about a power that is well above us. So it's just a hypothetical. But
exactly. So
and
they
that's
have
what
to be able to make paradoxes work, which means why fuck around with the whole plan shit and not just skip to the fucking result.
We are just one gigantic television show that God has been watching.
That's what I've said the whole fucking time. Well over 2,000 years, we're sitting on like.
I said 10,000 years, but how long has fucking society believed in God?
Shit, probably negative 1,000 or some sort of God.
But no, I mean the Christian God, specifically,
years
the Jewish God.
Negative 300, I think, is the starting point. I'd have to actually look at numbers exactly, but it's around 3000 BC. But if you listen back from the beginning of this, I've said the whole time that a God that powerful can do whatever the hell he wants. Therefore, he shut off some of his power.
I'll be right back.
I wanted to go smoke. God damn you, Schmeckle.
Gluck's in charge. I just put you in charge, so you're stuck for a minute. I'm going for a smoke.
With a super
talk about YouTube thoughts.
I'm gonna talk about Billy Senpai Gaming super chat there. Do gods dream of electric sheep? I don't know, maybe, but let's dive into Schmeckle. Go have your smoke so I can go have one.
Yeah. I'm trying to make my shit work. I got a little glitch going on here. I'm trying to mute myself. Don't want those fucking bong sounds on the stream.
Bong sounds?
Yes, the sound.
Oh, he just muted himself, or he disappeared.
Yep.
So what'd you find for the year? And then we'll move past it.
It's not fully determined as to when it was, but what I could actually gather, it's somewhere like around 2,000 years BCE.
Yeah, so what, roughly 4,000 some odd change?
Roughly, yeah.
Of this faith, because I mean, there's faiths before that, and there's, I mean, if you watch like Zeitgeist or any of those, there's a lot of similarities in Christianity to other religions of the past, of like ancient Egypt and stuff. Mm-hmm. Have you watched that? Have you watched Zeitgeist? No. It's the theory against Christianity, because Christianity is just a mirror of other religions, where they predate Christianity, and like they use the same mythos. The guy died for 3 days. He was born under, a virgin, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there's actually many, many different stories out there that are actually very similar to other religious texts. Like basically, I think it was in the movie Religiosity, one of my favorite documentaries that Bill Maher ever did. I think it's the only one he ever did. But at one point, they actually make the comparisons between Jesus Christ and the sky god Horus. They have almost the exact same fucking story, but Horus comes 2,000 years before Christ.
Yeah, and there's also, that's what Zeitgeist talks about. It also talks about the way, what time frame of the sky we're in based on astrology and astronomy. Mm-hmm. We're in Pisces. We're in the Pisces area of the sky right now, which is what? A fish. So now that's why Christ, fish, all the stuff tied to Christ. Mm-hmm. There's a god that I think it might have been Horus, that the representation was the bull. Yeah. And that was the precursor. It's a lot of weird shit.
Well, no, Horus was the hawk. Ra was the eagle. Horus was the hawk. Basta was the cat. Isis was also a cat. But I think they were two different breeds of cat. Set was a snake, I want to say.
So did you ever watch SG-1 Stargate? Did you watch any of the Stargate stuff?
I watched the movie and then some of, I think, season 2, but I never really got into the show.
Okay, because it was all formed around, well, the first part was formed around Egyptian gods and then Norse gods in later seasons.
Oh. Set was the jackal.
Yes, Set was a jackal.
Was Set a jackal? I could have swore that was Anubis.
Horus is Horus is bird. Isis is like this eagle woman.
Eagle woman.
Let's see, Bass is cat. Sobek is crocodile. There's a whole bunch of them I'm seeing.
Yeah, they all had their own.
Anubis is jackal. Anubis is jackal too.
Yeah, some of them actually kind of double up on the animals just because, like, there were so many of them for so many different reasons. No, I don't want the fucking film information, you piece of shit.
Anything that was unexplainable and is explainable by modern science now was one of those things where they assigned someone to it, you know?
My bad. Set is part dog, part anteater.
Oh, good God, that is confusing.
Yeah.
I was trying to think.
What was Set the god of chaos? Because that's chaotic as fuck.
Damn.
Keep on scrolling up and down. He's the god of desert storms and evil. Yeah. So he's one mean brother.
Oh, okay.
And he's the strongest of the gods.
Dude, there's a few people have died in the last few days. It's pretty fucking sad, dude.
Who the fuck has died in the past couple of days?
Shit, what was his name? I'm spacing it now because I got put on the spot. Let me pull it up right now. Because one of my people that I follow posted Dave Doinks. You know who that is?
Not a clue. Don't really care. Back to YouTube thoughts. This fuck, what was her name? One of you guys. What the fuck was her name? The PewDiePie chick.
Alinity. Oh, did you want to actually show? I mean, we're in commentary mode, so we can show it, can't we? If we're talking while it's playing.
Yeah. If you want to pull it up.
I think as long as we pause it every 20 seconds. Within every 20 seconds.
Well, technically, you can. I mean, you can. You just have to gap and be talking. It's like people do reaction videos, you know. Where
but if you leave it playing for longer than a certain amount, the bots will hit it sometimes.
It's the top one on the sidebar for me at 743. That's two people who were in the PewDiePie video, but the ones that mattered is Alinity. There's no real breakdown of the video. So not the blonde chick, but the other one. So I just skip past that blonde chick. It's really fucking funny, her just interaction and response.
Yeah, that'll just take a second to pull up.
Yeah.
Is this the PewDiePie video, or whose channel is this on?
This is another creator who clipped out bits and stuff that was going, kind of clipped it.
No, I didn't. Nobody
You know?
tell me. Nobody fucking messaged me saying you were in here.
Alright, so
You're not looking at the first broad, the next broad that comes on the screen. You'll know who it is. You've seen her picture.
alright,
And I'll get
let's
you
see.
a timestamp.
Yeah,
you're
pull me up
looking
a
at, like,
timestamp. That'll make it a lot easier.
42 seconds is the start of her watching and interacting. Well, fuck that. Let's skip past that because that's just filler where she's acting all nice and shit. And then I'm trying to find the actual spot where she actually goes in. So jump to 135. That's a good spot.
135.
And then you'll play for about 30 seconds of it is there. So from 135 to 210.
Okay, let's see.
So you can gap it there, and then there's another gap that we'll have to do. Jump. So what he's doing is he's just watching. He's using he put up a eye tracker, and so that's what he's doing in her video. He's just watching her.
Okay, so an eye tracker, like that circle, I guess, is where he's looking.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, he actually shows it in his video of him setting it up and stuff, and it actually watches your eyes to see where they're at on the screen.
Huh.
It's
That's
weird.
kind of cool.
Yeah. But the funny thing that happened.
Go ahead.
Oh, Schmeckel present.
Oh, did I not? Yeah, here
He
we
did
go.
not.
What were you saying though?
The funny thing is during her little bit, he's not watching her anywhere else. Even when she stands up, he doesn't watch her. He actually his eyes get caught on the thumbnails because the thumbnails are freaking, like, it's funny. He'll show the thumbnails after this part.
All right, let's see.
That was me.
So this is
Is she blurring out the two?
this is her watching him watch her.
Yeah, and watch another. This is like she was only on the screen for like 7 seconds to 15 seconds. And this girl throws a copyright claim at him because of what comes up next, in the next little chunk. And then so she does it right before I'm gonna have you gap.
Is he gonna say mean words? Is he gonna say a mean thing about her?
Yeah. He calls her a Twitch thought. That's it.
That motherfucker.
That's a horrible human being.
PewDiePie, I hope the British police throw you in British prison. And I hope you get British rape up your Swedish ass.
Isn't this video evidence of false DMCA?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
this is video evidence of a broad who literally after the next little bit that we watch, there's going to be a big gap because this clipper shows the blonde broad that was in the beginning of the video, and she talks. Dude, you got to hear what this chick's saying. It's fucking toxic as shit.
All right, let's take a look.
So after you hit the 210 mark and it gaps to the blonde girl.
Trying not to look at the girl's boobs.
Okay.
That's why he was looking at the thumbnails. It's
Yeah,
not
go
like
ahead.
you got a face or nothing.
Go ahead and pause right there, and jump
Yeah, it's very
to
much paused.
347.
Guess where my eye tracker would be.
Right
on the
her
titties.
boobs.
Right on the titties.
But his eye tracker, when they're on camera, like it wasn't catching his eye. He was able to keep a, look at their face, but he kept looking at the thumbnails that are associated with their channels. So, and then the rest of the video is her freaking celebrating and going off about him calling her.
PewDiePie is not into girls.
Why the fuck
Are
do
you
people
serious?
do this? Make these bullshit ass videos where they're fucking eating while watching other videos and shit. I'm tired of seeing people fucking eat food while they're on fucking camera making a video. Like, if this was a live stream, okay, maybe I can understand why you might do it, whatever.
Yeah.
But this bitch recorded herself eating fucking food while watching PewDiePie talk shit on a bunch of Twitch thoughts. And in my head, I'm thinking...
No, she was on a stream.
Why?
She was on a live stream presenting her OBS. She was using OBS to display it. So she was really live, but she smacks in the fucking mic, dude. You can hear her chewing and shit, and it makes me want to fucking stab her in the face. I can't...
One of the reasons why I fucking hate this shit.
I can't take people who chew loud.
Let's continue this shit.
Fuck off, Rob.
That's not me. That's
Oh, fucking shit.
I'm gonna kill you.
I
hope you choke.
Crackers in my mouth.
Yeah, so many crackers and so much dick.
That was far too many crackers.
I
Yeah,
hope you accidentally inhale a sharp one down your throat.
All right.
Hey, let's continue this
That's okay.
until like
The dicks will be like shoving the gunpowder into a musket. You know, it'll pack those crackers in there for you, buddy.
He doesn't look at the tits once.
When they're standing up or on the actual stream, but you see him looking at the tits on the thumbnails.
On the thumbnails that he...
Well, you look at a thumbnail and it fills up that whole bubble.
Yeah,
of the ice
exactly.
cream. Like,
And that's why he's like, oh my God, stop it. And then he goes,
yeah. Okay, now I'm just starting to get this. Yeah, he's like, why do you all have your tits out on the thumbnails?
yes, exactly.
Like, forcing me to look at your tits, you goddamn thoughts. Like, I get it.
And then he's like, you're not going to beat me, you damn Twitch thoughts. That's what makes Colombian princess here freak out.
That's ridiculous.
I want to copy strike because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I get $700 a fucking stream. You lying ass fucking cunt.
She said a month.
A month? Oh, just a month? Only $700 a month.
strikes. No, for strikes.
Oh, for fucking God, fuck that bitch.
Seriously, he said that? I'm gonna copy strike this guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's
hit the next bit.
No, I want to take a look at that particular line again.
I'm trying to remember what that chick's name. She's all over the place.
Seriously? You just said that? I'm gonna copy strike this guy.
Can we copy strike PewDiePie?
I'm gonna copy strike this guy just for that word.
Oh, dumb hoe.
And then she does. And it's she can claim it was her or her network or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still a false strike. Somebody is breaking the law here.
Well, and in today's video on Philly D, she had a phone interview with Philip DeFranco last night, and she said, "Oh, it wasn't me." And then a statement came out from the DRM, and they're like, oh yeah, it was manual reviewed, and it was, you know, a mistake, and the person didn't know it was fair use. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's your guys' job then? Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? No, you're just trying to make money, motherfuckers, and you hit the biggest creator on the platform and a shit ton of little ones.
Yeah, it's.
She is a fucking thought. Look at that fucking thought.
Yeah, I don't want to say that she's a Twitch thought. I don't want to say that this lady on screen right now is a Twitch thought, like on Twitch. A chick who uses her looks and nothing else to make her living on Twitch.
Just wait until you
don't
hear
want to say anything like that.
Yes, you remember, Chad. When you hear this woman's name,
Like the
do
litigious
not
type.
associate it with Twitch thoughterry. Do not associate it with Twitch thoughterry. When you hear this woman's name.
Oh, she also has a she has a thing on her wall that shows the number of bits people have donated to her. Well, that's classy.
Oh, that's cam girl fucking classy right there.
And that's the thing. I have a lot more respect for cam whores.
Oh yeah.
Than for people like this. Cam whores know what the fuck they're doing. They're very open about what the fuck they're doing. And you know what? They make shitloads of money that they deserve for what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know,
well, they're not.
It might not be hard work. But the way I see it, if you can draw the audience and get the fucking money, you deserve that fucking money.
Yeah, those are the people that I don't actually mind. The women that legitimately go onto these cam whore websites and shit like that, and they take their clothes off for money. They masturbate in front of an audience live for money, all that stuff like that. I don't actually have a problem with them because they're being very fucking honest up front. Now, they will obviously do the whole lying thing where it's like, I love my fans. You don't know your fans. You don't love your fans. You just
but I mean, like the same standard does apply to chicks like this. If you can get the audience, you can get the donations. Sure, great, right? You deserve those donations. You've earned them.
But at least she's more honest, like Zoe Berger or something like exactly. She's honest about her thoughterry, dude.
Exactly. Be honest about where your money's coming from. You get a cam whore, they don't think their money's coming from their fucking personality. They know it's coming from the tits, their pussy, their asshole, all that shit. You get a chick like this, and she's probably convinced that, you know, people like her. She's convinced that she'll get support over this shit with Pewdiepie because she's a likable person. But you know, being impressed by somebody's tits and shit like that, for the average person, there are obviously the very pathetic among us, doesn't translate to, yeah, I'll support you in your very, very stupid endeavor.
She's a spaghetti-o thought too. That's even worse.
Are those spaghettios behind the fucking black part?
I don't know. I'm calling spaghettios.
Yeah, but it's
I don't know if they're actually spaghettios.
Like chicks like this are dumb. There are a lot of chicks out there who look good. You know, show some cleavage and shit, but also have shit to say. This isn't one of them. This is some vapid, airheaded bitch.
With an army of white knights that'll fucking take up for her every single time somebody tries to say some bullshit-ass negative thing, and I'm just like thinking, yeah, the pro army's a lot bigger than you think.
Yeah, I would just like to say, we're going to shut down soon. But I would like to say, Alinity, if you ever see this, you can suck on my balls. After you get me some papers from your doctor saying that your mouth ain't carrying nothing.
You know, You know, cam girls and honest thoughts like Zoe Berger, kind of like going to the strip club. You know what you're getting when you walk in there. A chick like this has her whole audience in the fucking friend zone.
Yeah, I fucking hate this woman. Alinity, if you're hearing this, fuck off, you stupid thought, and stop eating fucking pasta while you're on stream, you cunt. Honest, I retract what I said earlier. Just don't fucking eat while you're on any stream or on a fucking video and shit. It's god damn it, fuck off with that.
Everybody's mic
Oh,
is
the
right next
smack.
to their mouth. You can always fucking hear the chewing.
I don't need to. I don't need to fucking hear that shit. Like when Failure does it, it's fucking funny, all right. And he also ate a burger into the camera.
When Failure does it, it's only funny because he's fat, and it's funny when fat people eat things.
He'll do it on purpose just to fucking piss people off. That's legitimately the only reason why he does it. Otherwise,
Brockus, turn your camera on, take your shirt off, and eat a burger.
I'm
Go,
not gonna do that. I don't have a burger.
Brockus. Oh yeah, you don't have a burger with you. That's
No,
believable.
I just have a bunch of macaroni and cheese and instant noodles.
Well, then
Ooh.
eat that. Oh, and I don't want you to have a spoon or nothing. Just
No, I actually
eat it like your mother taught you.
I had my
You don't
tooth
throw
pulled
nothing in the mac
yesterday.
and
I
cheese
can't
like
fucking eat hot
chicken or
food right
tuna
now.
or some shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been putting something in and out of your mouth. You can hear like and see like when you're talking that it hurts, huh?
Yes.
No more dick sucking then. God damn it.
All right,
Does the
Brockus,
shit on your lip
Brockus.
have some shit on its lip there, Brockus?
No, actually.
we got a couple minutes left. Chat, if you would like to see Brockus whip his titties out,
Nope.
please type into the chat. A Gluck is a ginger faggot.
I fucking hate you. Yeah. You're just mad because I'm off stream or off camera right now and your beard looks redder than mine at this point.
I find it fucked up
Are
that
you
your
a
actual
fucking
likes do
ginger
give off that effect.
Are you a secret ginger schmeckle?
No,
His beard
no,
is.
no. Only my beard.
You soulless bitch.
Now, tonight we had
so you're a
very,
daywalker.
very. Shut the fuck up, Rob. I'm shutting this shit down.
He's a fucking daywalker.
Tonight we had very important people. PewDiePie was here. Alinity was here. We had fucking Keemstar. I think Markiplier. Yeah, Markiplier was here for like 5-10 minutes. That one guy that did the epic rap battles. He was here. And then they all left, and I got these pieces of shit. So we had a Gluck, Brockus, Robert Como. That's Mark Como's brother. If any of you were wondering who the fuck this guy is.
Go fuck yourself.
Now, Brockus, you want to play us out with the truffle shuffle?
I'm not gonna truffle shuffle. I don't want to truffle shuffle.
Brockus, do
Oh,
the
what?
truffle shuffle. Brockus,
I'm in my room and it's a fucking
Brockus, Brockus. Turn your camera on. Show your titties. Do the truffle shuffle, Brockus.
We'll give you a Baby Ruth.
If I do this, you have to cut mid truffle shuffle because that's the best.
I will cut it out mid truffle shuffle. I promise.
Turn the fucking
Yeah,
present.
here I'll make sure you're presented.
Camera's fucking on.
Also,
I hate everyone.
like
I
the
hate all
stream
of you.
before you go.
What?
I was telling the chat to like your truffle shuffle, so like the stream.
Oh yeah. Like the fucking stream, subscribe, donate, all that shit.
Yeah, shake it, big boy.
Do you have $1?
Cut it, you fucking ass.